Hey, my bugs. This is the video called Watch Me Now. What in the world would Karen want you to watch now? Well, boys and girls, we've already had 1 week of doing real schoolwork with your books and your workbooks, and you've been really getting through everything. You've been learning new lessons in math and English, and we've been doing Bible together. And boys and girls, I've gotten the impression that most of you are really working hard. I think every single one of you at some point probably doesn't really want to do their work, and I get that. I'm unhappy too. I'm bored. I would rather be in the classroom with you than here doing this. I miss you all. I really do. And all of this stuff with this COVID-19 has me all turned around, and everything's all topsy-turvy and not the way I want it. So I do understand, boys and girls. But you and I need to have a little meeting about some things, okay? And we're going to talk because some of your parents are letting me know that you are not getting your work done, that you are giving them a hard time, that you're saying that you can't do it by yourself and you don't know how. And I want to tell you, boys and girls, Miss Karen made all those lesson plans with you in mind, that you can do this by yourself. Now, of course, you're going to need some help. That's why we have some videos. That's why sometimes I say, get an adult to help you, or if you need an adult to help you read it, let them help you read it. Ask them to help you read the directions. All of those things are fine. It is perfectly okay for you to have an adult or older sibling help you read through the history, help you read your story and reading after you've read it by yourself first. It's perfectly okay for them to help you read directions. That's what I do in the classroom, right? No problem. It's absolutely not a problem at all for them to do those things. But for them to come home after a long day of work, or while they're working from home, to have to listen to you say that you don't want to do it and you're not going to do it and you don't understand and you need help and I don't want to do this, and 3 hours later they go back and you still haven't finished your spelling. That's not okay, boys and girls, okay? You can do better, okay? So we're going to talk about our habits. What's our first habit? Habit 1, be proactive. I'm in charge of me. I'm in charge of me. Boys and girls, you are in charge of you. You need to be proactive. That means you're going to do it without being asked. You're going to get in there and you're going to get your school books out and you're going to get your papers out and you're going to get your syllabus or your lesson plans out and you're going to figure it out. Okay? And if there's absolutely something you cannot figure out, well then put a big circle around that and wait for someone to come and help you. But most of it you should be able to do by yourself. Number 2. Habit 2, begin with the end in mind. Have a plan, boys and girls. Here is the plan. The plan. I've made a plan. Miss Karen, is that a plan? I had no idea. Guess what? It's a plan. Now, this plan is different. I've changed some things. I want it to be easier to look at. I think the last one was a little confusing. So I've got Tuesday's work, Wednesday's work, turn it over, all of Thursday's work, all of Friday's work. Now it looks like a lot, but there's a lot of subjects. And you'll notice that now there's blue for video, yellow for assessments, and pink is just all that stuff I stuck in your packet that is not an assessment, or things that are in your workbooks, your little chapters that I gave you, things that are in your reading book, in your history book. Those are the things that are in pink. You already have them. You don't need to send them back and forth. They're just things that you have at your house ready for you to use when you need them, okay? You'll also notice here that we have reading 2A, reading 2B, reading 2C, reading 2D. Well, if you are reading out of book 2A, then do 2A. If you're reading in 2C, do 2C. You don't do the other reading because you don't have that book. You're only going to do one of the readings. It's according to which group you're in, okay? Each group has a different reading book, and you are going to read the story that goes with your group. Okay, and then there's an assessment on the last day. So you have reading, you have spelling and math and history, handwriting, English, Bible, and we still have some videos with some of it. Okay? So I want you to pay attention to the plan, boys and girls. I have made the plan. I've put it where you can read it. You can follow the plan. You can look at it and figure it out for yourself. You should be able to. Okay, we've been doing this all year. We've been reading instructions. We have been reading instructions on the board that you go and you find those pages and you read them and you follow the instructions. You've been doing that all year long, boys and girls. Right? Okay, so no more crying and whining and telling mom and dad or aunt or uncle or grandma, grandpa, babysitter, cousin, whoever it is who's helping you with your work. No more of this. I can't do it by myself. Yes, yes, you can. Okay, I wouldn't have done that to you if I didn't think you could. Now, I want you to understand something else. Much less work in reading. You're still going to have a whole story, but instead of 3 pages front and back, you're going to have 1 page front and back to work on for an assessment. You're not going to have a lot of work, okay? In math, you're not going to have a lot of work, okay? We just need to make sure we've learned a few things. We're not going to have a test. We're going to be doing some review, and then one of those reviews will be an assessment this week. And so we're going to work through it slowly. We're not in a hurry. We're not trying to learn a ton of information right now. But boys and girls, you can do this by yourself. I know you can, because you are so smart and you are so capable. And you have been showing me all year how well you can work and how well you can do things on your own, and that you can be proactive and that you can follow a plan. Okay? So boys and girls, it's time. Okay? Last one. Put first things first. Okay? Let's work before we play. Now, I do want you to understand that's a lot of work. Okay? That's a lot of work. At school, we have a break. We have recess. We have a lunch break. We get to go to PE or music. We have breaks. Miss Karen tells you, everybody, get up and do a 5-second shake. Hey, stand up and do a 5-second shake. Do 2 subjects and then do something. Maybe go outside and jump on the trampoline for 5 minutes. Maybe go and throw the stick for the dog or something. Let mom and dad know that's what you're doing. You need to get up and move around a little bit, okay? You can't just sit and sit and sit. I can't sit and sit and sit and sit. It's too much, okay? So get up and take a little break. Do a whole subject, work for 15, 20 minutes, and then get up and take a little quick break, okay? Go get a drink of water. Okay, go to the bathroom, go throw the stick for the dog, go jump on the trampoline if you have one, or just go outside and just pet the dog. Whatever you need to do for a few minutes, give yourself a little break, not a long break, and then go back in and get at it, okay? So you be in charge of you. You follow that plan and put first things first. Okay, get the work done, and then you can play. This shouldn't take you very long, boys and girls. I promise you, it won't take you very long if you get it all done. And then you've got the rest of the day to play video games or whatever it is mom and dad have said you can do for fun when you're done with your work. So this week, what I want you to do is when they come home from work, if there's one thing you really don't get, okay, tell them. Hey, Mom, I really don't get this. I've read the instructions. I worked through it, but I still don't think I'm really getting it. Can you help me? Then they're going to be more than happy to help you. And they're going to go, oh, well, don't you need to do spelling? Oh, I already did spelling. Don't you need to do handwriting? Oh, did it. Oh, well, do you need my help in Bible? Nope, got it. Okay? I want you to be able to tell them all the things you did on your own at the end of the day, because I know you can. And sometimes we take advantage when people don't necessarily know what you've been doing at school, right? So let's get it done, boys and girls, please. Make me proud. And I haven't looked at your papers. I haven't seen the work you've done this last week. And I'm pretty sure that I'm going to be very pleased when I look at your work and when I grade your papers. I know I'm going to be really excited about what I see. I know you're doing good work, boys and girls, okay? I know you're doing smart work. I just wanted you to do more enthusiastic work, please. Okay? Help your parents out. They're tired, okay? And they have a lot to deal with. And they're not your teacher. Miss Karen is your teacher, okay? So if you need me, call me, okay? Text me. Get a help. If you can't use the phone during the day, I understand that. Call me in the evening. I'm totally okay with that. And one last thing. I love you very much. I miss you terribly, 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 Bugs. I wish I could be with you. I wish I could be right there at your kitchen table or in your living room with you, helping you, but I can't, okay? So let's get through this together in the very best way possible, boys and girls. Let's be proactive. Let's begin with the end in mind. Let's put first things first. And let's really surprise our parents this week and really turn it around. And let's get it done, okay? All right? I love you very much. Videos will be on tomorrow for tomorrow's work. And I will see you then. I love you. Bye-bye, guys.